Hello everyone, welcome to Limp's Guide for Ironman and Achievement Diary KQ for low levels. So you don't need high stats to do this. I have some high stats here, but it really doesn't matter. You could get away with like 70s, I think. 70 range, attack, strength. Yeah, it's all good. I think you could even do it lower if you got some super combat or something. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to flinch the first phase and then we're going to range the second phase. So what you're going to need is some range gear. I've got absolute pleb gear here with rune arrows. It doesn't really matter if you you can do this with green dragonite, doesn't matter. I'm using a magic short bow. If you want to do a little bit easier, you can use a longbow and then do it on rapid. That's alright. For now I'm gonna put it on long range. Yeah, high hitting melee weapon. So I'm using a dragon two-hander just to illustrate to you that every idiot can do this. But yeah, I'm using a dragon two-hander. Like Darox would be pretty handy. Or yeah, leaf-bladed battle axe. So just a high hitting weapon and attack speed doesn't really matter that much, so that's alright. And what this method does require is a second account, which I have here. It's just average stats main account. For me it's a main account, but gonna use some good defense gear. It also doesn't really matter because KQ has a high 100% accuracy, so it doesn't really matter. I've got a bulwark here, but yeah, you could get away with like full black dragonite, maybe even like a dragon chain, doesn't matter. What you do gonna need is some super anti-poison, prayer potion, and potentially a stamina pot, and some knives. Doesn't really matter what kind of knives, it's just to get aggro. So, to get started, we're gonna use the rope on the entrance. You only need the rope on one account because it stays there. Alright, so now we're gonna use these knives. It doesn't really matter what knives, to grab the aggro of these Kalphite guardians like this. They're stuck right now. You can get them unstuck like this. Now we're gonna put protect from magic on because it uses protect from magic more often than protect from range. There's KQ. Run back. Beautiful. And now they're stuck beneath this little thingy, and KQ can't attack you. So what we're gonna do now is I've marked this tile, and at this point you can like shift click and tag Kalphite Queen, so you get this nice square around it. What you also need is you're gonna have your NPC attack options on right click, so you can click on it without attacking it. But protect from magic on. Gonna go in to this tile here. Wait for this one to attack you and step right there. Then you're gonna stay in this corner of KQ until you're in the right place. Just keep clicking this corner of its box. Eat up. And we should get there. Almost there. Good, we're here. I've got this tile marked, and you have to make sure you don't go over this line, because then the Kalphite Guardians will de-aggro. You can use the Din's Bulwark right now for the extra defense. I kind of forgot that. And at this point, you're not going to use this account anymore. It's just going to stay here for the rest of the kill. Just make sure that it doesn't log off after 5 minutes if you're taking a little long. And yeah, just make sure it stays on this place. But now we can go in with the second account, protect from magic on, and get to that tile. Here we are. Now we can drink some super combat and gonna flinch KQ. So gonna attack it and then go back to the tile. And once this little bar disappears, which you get in Runelite, you can attack it again. And you're gonna keep doing it until its health reaches 0. And if you want to, you can pray flick for some extra accuracy and such. But I'll see you when its health reaches almost 0. Alright, so it's almost down to 0 health right now, and it's gonna go into its second phase. But yeah, when that happens right now, we're gonna run here. And your second account is gonna stay put, and then the Kalphite Queen can't reach us because the Guardians are aggroed to our second account. So the Kalphite Queen stays put. So we're gonna put our magic shortbow on, drink some Raging Pot. And we're gonna stand here and attack KQ. Once with long range, once with rapid. You can skip this whole thing if you use a magic longbow, but if you're using a magic shortbow, this is how you do it. Put the eagle eye on, and it can't attack us now because the account is under it, so it's focused on that one and we're too far away for it for some reason. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, now we can just kill it like AFK. You can sit back and let your character do it. Yeah, pretty good. This doesn't work with ranged weapons that have a attack range lower than 6. So, for instance, with knives, this wouldn't be possible because they have like a range of 4, I think. So you need either a longbow or short bow. Twisted bow would be very good, but if you have a twisted bow, you'd probably not be watching this. So yeah, it's already dead, and I'm using absolute pleb gear. We should get the drop shortly. There we go. Gonna get my arrows because I don't have an Evas. And that's how you do it. Gonna go back to the entrance and then we can reset, and that's an easy way to kill KQ.